Ah, Moondrop. Normally you're so predictable. I think you're trying to confuse us now though, because in this video I'm looking at the Moondrop Chu II. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews, and yeah, the Moondrop 2, the second iteration of the Chu IEM from Moondrop. The price of this one is a massive $19. So for all you budget audiophiles out there, hello, $19. And of course, well, I'll give you a sneak preview of the graph there on the back. But of course, the big thing that people were excited about regarding the Moondrop Chu was its detachable cable. Hey, because that was one of the main complaints about the original, was that it had a fixed cable and you're stuck with it whether you like it or not. Well, the new version has a detachable cable, and the cable is, well, it's not too bad. The cable itself is not too bad. However, thanks to these stupidly over-aggressive ear hooks, which are just dumb and unnecessary, it loves to get tangled. It will get tangled every opportunity it gets. Apart from that, the cable is not too bad. But let's get into the IEMs, and unsurprisingly, they look exactly the same as the original one, except for the graphics. They are slightly changed, but apart from that, and of course now we've got 2-pin sockets there, everything else about the shells is exactly the same, and that's a good thing. However, it causes a bit of a problem, because if you are a fan of the original Chu and you're thinking, hey, they just Chu 2 come out now, it's got a detachable cable, yay, and you like jump in, you buy it, take it home, pop it in your ears, and guess what? It's got a different tuning. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, a lot of people love the Chu. A lot of people had issues with the Chu. However, if you're going to release a version 2 with the same name, the same shell, very, very similar, the only thing different apparently is the cable, and then you get it and you find out it sounds completely different, well, I don't know why they did it exactly. You know, make it a different color, give it a different name maybe. But it's just confusing. It doesn't help your audience or your customers when you do that. So anyway, there they are. I've talked about the shells in the original review. The shells are excellent. I absolutely love these. They're tiny. They are super comfortable. The build quality is excellent. And I don't know about long-term use, but so far my original Chus have not had any paint chipping issues. I still hear about moisture issues, people talking about moisture in the nozzles there, which can mess with the sound, mess the sound up. I have not experienced that, but keep in mind, I don't use these on an everyday basis, except during my review phase. So it might be 2 or 3 days, it might be a week, but you know, I can't say after I've been using these for every day for a month, I can't say that. But in my experience, as far as the build quality and the paint goes, so far so good. But it's time to talk about the sound. I'm going to throw up a graph now, and there you go. That's what it looks like. So the Moondrop Chu showcases a notable shift in its tuning, complemented by the highly anticipated detachable cable upgrade. And this iteration leans towards a more vibrant and engaging sound profile, notably elevating the bass frequencies, especially in the sub-bass range. And this enhancement brings a palpable depth and impact to elements like kick drums, undoubtedly appealing to anyone seeking a richer and a more substantial sound. But it's worth noting, however, that some people might find themselves torn, perhaps expecting the classic Chu sound, like I mentioned, with just a cable upgrade. The mid-range maintains a pleasingly natural tone, veering slightly towards the warmer end of the spectrum, but despite this warmth, the treble retains a lively energy akin to the original Chu, ensuring commendable clarity and precision in the audio output. And while the treble exudes liveliness, it manages to maintain a relatively smooth character, which is free from any sibilance. Yet it's worth mentioning here that for some listeners, that energetic treble might potentially lead to some listening fatigue over extended periods. So although it does have more bass than the original Chu, well, let's bring it back in. Although it has, oh, look at that horrible cable. Although it has more bass than the original Chu, it also has a more recessed mid-range, so the mids aren't as forward, but it's got a similar level of treble. So the new Chu, the Chu II, is actually more V-shaped than the original one. It does have more bass and it has more perceived treble, but the mids are slightly pulled back. I actually think this tuning will suit a wider general audience, maybe not audiophiles who are looking for something really revealing, something very neutral and sort of very mid-focus, but I think for a lot of people, just general listeners, they're going to like the sound of the Chu II a bit more than the original. That extra quantity in the bass sort of takes a little bit of an edge off the treble brightness. And in addition to that, it expands the soundstage a little bit, so you get a slightly larger soundstage with the Chu II. And for $19, honestly, let's come back to the Chu II. For $19, seriously, this is a really good IEM. Like, we're still in the middle of the Chi-Fi price wars, so you got ridiculous value for less than $100, even less than $50. In this case, even less than $20. You're getting excellent audio quality, questionable accessories, but honestly, they sound great. Just keep in mind what I said though. If you're looking for the original Chu sound, but now with a detachable cable, don't buy these because you'll be disappointed. However, if you have the Chu or you've heard about it and you're thinking, yeah, that's great, but I want a bit more bass and dynamics in my sound, then this one will be great for you. I think it's a good IEM. I probably prefer it maybe a little over the original one. Neither of them has great technicalities, technical performance, but then again, what do you expect? Let's be realistic. For less than $20, you can't be too critical when it comes to technical performance. Anyway, that is the Moondrop Chu II. I think it's a good IEM for the money. Take it as you will. And with that said, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a comment down below, especially if you've heard the Chu II and the original, and tell me which one that you prefer. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more content like this in the future, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it the old thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. And until next time, I'll see you later.